Man is back.
Oh, oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. You know what I'm saying? It's true. You know what I'm saying? But oh, look at that! Oh my God!
This is your boy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy True Inferno. Back at it with another Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay. So as you all should know, E3 was last week. And last week I gave you guys my overall thoughts about E3, the main press conferences that I wanted to watch. And I watched them all in record time, if I do say so myself. So, but 2 weeks ago, I gave you guys my 10 questions and answers regarding E3. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at those questions and see what my answers were originally and whether or not those answers were correct or not. So let's get things going with the first question. Any info on the Xbox Lockhart and Xbox Anaconda system in a price range for both systems? So I talked about how the Lockhart is basically the same as the Xbox One S and the Anaconda is the same as the Xbox One X. Not in terms of specs, but in terms of like perception to the customers. So basically the Lockhart would be the less powerful console, while the Anaconda would be the more powerful console. And I gave price ranges. So what happened at the Microsoft press conference was that there was no info on the names. They kept it as Project Scorpio or whatever, and there was no price range. There was no there's going to be different systems, anything like that. They just gave us info on how powerful the systems will be. So they were talking about some 8K and resolution and 120 frames per second, stuff like that. It was really crazy, if I do say so myself. They were saying some pretty outrageous stuff in terms of the spec for these systems, and it sounds too good to be true. But they did give us a release date or a target range or whatever. So we're looking at holiday 2020. So the holiday season of next year, not this year, but next year. And they also said that they created a custom processor that is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. So with these specs, they got to be talking about the Anaconda, although they didn't call it the Anaconda. They still call it Project Scorpio. They didn't give it a proper name. So basically, I got question 1 wrong. All right, let's move on to number 2. Will Nintendo announce different versions of the Switch? And I said that no, they were not going to do that, and they didn't do that. So there was no mention of a system during E3. But Review Tech USA did a video the day I did this recording, which is June the 14th, last week Friday, saying that yeah, there gonna be different versions of the Switch coming. So, but during E3, they did not mention an updated version of the Switch or a Switch Mini, anything like that. So I got that correct. Question 3: biggest confirmed games at E3. So I said Gears 5, Borderlands 3, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Marvel's Avengers, Halo Infinite, Dying Light 2, the new Darksiders game, which would be underrated, and Capturing Full Body, which will also be underrated. Well, there was no mention of Darksiders or Capturing Full Body during anybody's press conference, but it was at E3, so that don't count. Now, the other games with Dying Light was mentioned. Yeah, the other games, obviously, that was not underrated. They were at press conferences. However, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was the only one that had definite gameplay. Everything else that was at a press conference either did not have gameplay, it was just a trailer, or they had something that somewhat looked like gameplay, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Or it could be like, oh, it's not finalized gameplay, something along those lines. Either way, in terms of the games that were confirmed to be at E3, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was the biggest one. Question 4: biggest game or games not confirmed but could still show up at E3. And I said Final Fantasy VII Remake, Luigi's Mansion 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Without question, this is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Without question. We got gameplay and a freaking release date, which, if memory serves it correctly, is March the 3rd of next year. I already got a pre-order, by the way. Luigi Mansion 3, same thing. They gave us gameplay, and obviously we were already aware about the release date, if memory serves it correctly. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion, that's going to be sick as well. That comes out this year. We don't know when though, but it comes out this year. There was no Splinter Cell from Ubisoft, and Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, they messed up with Sword and Shield, unfortunately. Like, it was at E3. They mentioned how the Pokeball Plus will be used, not as a controller, but in other means. But the fact that you cannot transfer every single Pokemon from Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Go, and the Pokemon what is that joint? The Pokemon Home or something, whatever that cloud-based service was prior to the new ones coming out. You can transfer any of those Pokemon from any of those softwares over to Sword and Shield. Unfortunately, only certain ones will be able to get in, so that's kind of sucks. But without question, Final Fantasy VII Remake is not only the biggest game that was not confirmed to be at E3. Well, not let me rephrase that. To not be confirmed, rather. Meaning it could have showed up, it could not have showed up, but obviously it did show up. But this was the biggest game to show up at E3 without question. Question number 5. Based off of E3, the king of the shooters will be what? And I mentioned some shooters like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Battlefield 5, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Anthem, Rainbow Six Siege, Halo Infinite, Gears 5, Splatoon 2, and Splinter Cell. Well, we can get rid of Splinter Cell because that wasn't shown at all. Apex Legends was shown. Anthem was shown, Battlefield 5 was shown, Halo Infinite was mentioned, there was no gameplay. Same with Gears 5, no gameplay. Rainbow Six Siege was shown, but nothing was clear. Like, I saw nothing there that said, oh yeah, this is going to be the king of the shooters. Now, Overwatch 2 was announced, but not on conference. It was announced off the stage. So, that's in the running, but in terms of based on what was shown at E3, like, yeah, there was other games like Ghost Recon and things of that nature. Maybe Doom, I guess you want to go that way, if you want to call that a shooter. But nothing was clear. So I'm going to have to say it's still Fortnite. Like, even though Fortnite was not shown at E3, and I said, oh, if Fortnite was shown at E3, it was still main king. Nothing was shown for Fortnite on stage. So I'm going to have to give it a Fortnite. So I guess you could say I was correct to some degree. Question number 6. What will Microsoft and Nintendo do? Well, starting with Microsoft, I said Inferno, Lockhart / Anaconda Systems. Well, that's half correct. They still call it Project Scorpio. We already talked about that. They announced that there would be more first-party games than ever. Well, that part is true. Halo Infinite, yes. Gears 5, yes. More on partnership with Nintendo? No. Cyberpunk 2077? Yes. Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Yes. Watch Dogs 3? Nope. New Fable? Nope. And a new studio? Yes. So there you go with that. Nintendo, they will deny showing a new Switch system or systems, which is true. Mario Maker 2, where it was like one of those fast page, oh, we got this game coming out this year joint. But basically, yeah. Pokemon Sword and Shield, yep. Fire Emblem 3, Houses, yep. Nier Automata, I don't recall them showing Nier Automata, so I'm gonna have to say no to that. Animal Crossing, yep. Which is pushed back, by the way. Luigi's Mansion 3, yep. Link's Awakening Remake, yep. Third party support, yep. To some degree, because they mentioned off all these games like Minecraft Dungeons, which was something Microsoft related, which is what I said. Like, could you count Minecraft? I mean, that is Microsoft related. Elder Scrolls Blade, that's third party. Doom Eternal, third party. Wolfenstein Youngblood, third party. So, Just Dance 2020, which is also going to be on the Wii. I don't know about the Wii U, but the Wii, yeah. I mean, which is funny, but yeah. I also said no Metro Prime 4. That's true. No surprises unless it comes out this year, which is not true because they showed Breath of the Wild 2, which is in development. Question number 7. What to expect from the other 4? So EA, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, yep. Apex Legends, yep. Madden, yep. FIFA, yep. Anthem, yep. Maybe Dragon Age 4, nope. Battlefield 5, yep. And Sims 4, yep. So I got all of those correct except for that maybe Dragon Age 4 part. That was not shown at all. Bethesda, I said Doom 2016 sequel, yep. Evil Within 3, nope. Wolfenstein 3, yep. Rage 2 DLC, yep. No Elder Scrolls 6 will hurt, and yeah, it did. Ubisoft, Watch Dogs 3, okay, Watch Dogs Legions, but basically, yep. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, yep. Splinter Cell, nope. New IP, yep, in the form of Gods and Monsters. DLC for Honor, yep. The Division 2, even though it was out, but yep. Rainbow Six Siege, same thing, yep. New Assassin's Creed, nope. We got a concept by the Assassin's Creed Symphony or a little taste of that music, but no new Assassin's Creed game. Just Dance 2020, yep. No Skulls and Bones, which was delayed the next year. No Beyond Good and Evil 2 hurt, yep, it did. Square Enix, I said Final Fantasy VII Remake, yep. More Final Fantasy 14 content, yep. The Avengers Project, yep. Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, yep. New Dragon Quest game, yep. And Dragon Quest 9 on the Switch, yep. Babylon's Fall, nope. And new Tomb Raider, nope. So there you go with that. Question number 8. Best showing from the 4. I said Ubisoft will tie with Square Enix. Depending on secrets, could give it the win, you know. And I basically said if they show Final Fantasy VII with a release date, they will win. And that's what happened. yeah, they gave us Final Fantasy 7 with a release date. Not to mention, they gave us a bunch of other stuff. Like, for example, they gave us Final Fantasy 8 Remastered, which is pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. And let's see. Again, they, I mentioned Dragon Quest Builders 2. Well, I didn't mention that, but yeah, that's what they gave us. The Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC, which come out this winter. They also talked about the Avenger Project. Like, they really talked about that. That's coming out May 15th of next year. So that helps them. And it was a toss-up between Ubisoft and Bethesda. And it was really close. I'm looking at Bethesda, and I didn't really see much that really captured my interest. Maybe with the exception of Ghostwire Tokyo. The problem there is there was no gameplay, nor were there any release dates. So that kind of hurt them. Everything else, it's like, maybe Deathloop. Well, no, that's not. Yeah, Deathloop. Maybe. No, that's not the game I'm thinking of. Never mind. But yeah, that Ghostwire Tokyo. That's the only game that I saw from Bethesda that had me go, interesting. Everything else, I was like, okay, not my cup of tea or whatever. Ubisoft, that Watch Dogs Legion is sick as heck. That's like the only thing Ubisoft showed that had my interest. Like, everything else that they showed was like, nah, because whether there was no gameplay or it was not my cup of tea, or I think it's going to be awful. But either way, that Watch Dogs Legion really carried Ubisoft to that second place spot. Then it's Bethesda, then it's EA. EA should just disappear from E3. Like, don't have an EA play during E3. Just don't do that. Have it on another day, on another time, another month, but not doing E3. No, don't do that no more. Question 9. Will Microsoft keep the crown from its new ally, Nintendo? And I said, looks like it. Unless Nintendo surprise us with a game that's coming out this year, they're not showing anything. They're not showing any 2020 stuff. If Nintendo revealed new systems, they could get it, but Microsoft got it. Nope, Nintendo won without question. That Breath of the Wild 2 really helped them out big time, and they showed a lot of their games with gameplay. Although Microsoft had more games, but most of them didn't have gameplay, unlike Nintendo. So again, Nintendo had a lot of gameplay. That Luigi's Mansion 3 was big. Link's Awakening looked really good. That's got gameplay. Dragon Quest 9, although I think we got the same trailer from Square Enix, so I don't know if I can count that. That Fire Emblem 3 Houses, that looked good with the trailer, but no gameplay. And Pokemon Sword and Shield, we got some gameplay. A little bit info on that. That Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 looked good. Again, gameplay there. And yeah, so Nintendo won. Nintendo won because of the Breath of the Wild 2, that Luigi's Mansion 3, and the majority of the games that they show have gameplay. Whereas Microsoft, I look at that stuff, it's like nothing really excites me. Maybe with the exception of that 12 minutes game, there was not enough info on their system that really got my interest aside from the specs. That was like 8K resolution and 120 frames per second and things of that nature, making it more powerful than the Xbox One X, the custom processor, things of that nature. But aside from that, like, in terms of the games that they got, there's nothing there that got me excited at all. So I was wrong. I had to say Nintendo got the crown this year in terms of the systems. Question 10. Is this signs of the end of E3? I said not cry. Needs more surprises. No leaked trailers. And I got that correct. So, yeah, it's not quite the end. Although Sony wasn't there and EA basically gave no fucks about E3 based on what I saw from them. And like the problem with E3 is like with these conferences, with the exception of Nintendo and to some degree Square Enix, everybody else, they showed mostly, not all, but most of the stuff that they showed were trailers with no gameplay or something that looks like gameplay but not really, because it was mixed in with the trailer. So yeah, there's that. So basically it's not the end, but it's not like E3 is on its way back or anything like that. So I'm about to call it a wrap from there. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is brand new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.